Top of the morning, Washington Commanders Nation. It's your boy Rio Robinson back with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. Today is Wednesday, February 7th, and Washington introduced our head coach a couple days ago, and Cliff Kingsbury, new offensive coordinator, and Joe Witt Jr. touchdown to Ashburn, united with the whole gang. Adam Peters, Quinn, the whole squad, kumbayaing at Northern Virginia Training Center at Commanders Park. But we have a staff to fill out, and they've already got straight to the shits. They've been interviewing guys, and we have a couple candidates to be the secondary coach, the DB coach of the Washington Commanders so far. I know the candidate we were all expecting to hear, Al Harris, current DB's coach in Dallas, but I'm not sure Jarrett's going to just let us poach the entire team, entire defensive side of the coaching staff. We already took their two biggest dogs from that defense. I'm not sure they're going to let us poach Al Harris as well, but so far we got two candidates, starting with Jason Simmons. Jason Simmons is the current passing game coordinator and secondary coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. 2022, he spent some time in the same position for the Carolina Panthers. His time in Carolina, they had a top three defense. The final year he was a coordinator there, he spent some time in Green Bay as well, and that's where he overlapped with Coach Joe Witt. And he spent years there from 2011 to 2019 in Green Bay, defensive assistant and secondary coach. After a year, he was promoted to assistant special teams coach. So the guy's worked in special teams, and he is a savant in the secondary. And as a player, he played about 9 years in the NFL as a DB. Plenty of experience. We've heard, according to Peter Schrager, they're putting together quite the impressive offensive staff here, but we're obviously getting right to it on defense as well. Joe Witt Jr. comes over from Dallas. He is the one who got that secondary elite over the last year. Him and Quinn put their brains together and created a monster in the Dallas secondary. Like, he's had two different DBs lead the league in interceptions. So they know guys that would fit perfectly into how they scheme up the defense. So Jason Simmons from the Raiders, also former safety. I remember this guy, Mike Adams, two-time Pro Bowl safety. I remember one play vividly. I believe he picked six Tom Brady on national television one time. Been in the league for 16 years now. He's from New Jersey, like Dan Quinn, so they probably know each other. And he served as a special teams coordinator at the Senior Bowl last week. So there's probably conversations already starting with a guy like Adam Peters and company. And according to my guy, Resh Manuel, Mike Adams has overlap with Dan Quinn in San Francisco and Adam Peters in Denver. So there's a connection to both guys. Jason Simmons to Joe Witt, and Mike Adams to Dan Quinn and Adam Peters. Maybe they find a way to get them both in here. One is the passing game coordinator, one is the secondaries coach. Bring all the dogs here. I need all the dogs in this coaching staff. Don't know too much about these guys, but Mike Adams caught 30 interceptions in his career. He's played in 2 Pro Bowls, and he's caught a pick 6 off the GOAT. So clearly he knows what he's doing. And according to Giants Twitter, this would be a big loss for them, because every comment I see under the tweet is Giants fans like, no, they can't have him. We need to block the signing. We need to block the interview request. Whenever you see that, that's a good sign. That means it's someone that's going to be missed there. But I'm very curious to how this staff plays out, especially on the offensive side. Schrager made my eyebrows go up the other night when he said DQ and Cliff have already begun working on putting together a strong offensive staff here in Washington. I haven't seen anything come out yet on the offensive side of the ball. That is paramount. Whoever the quarterback coach is going to be, the passing game coordinator, tight end coach, I still think that's going to be Logan Paulson. I'm standing on that until I see otherwise. And I want to see how this offensive staff fills out. I'm very, I have full confidence that Dan Quinn, Joe Witt, and company not only are going to nail all the hires on the defensive side of the ball, I have full confidence that they're going to turn the defensive side of the ball around and rather quickly. The offense is the side that's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little extra TLC, tender loving care, because we're developing a baby. We're developing a quarterback, and the Cliff Kingsbury and our new quarterback, probably a rookie, they're going to have to put their brains together, and they're going to have to work out the synergy over the year. But I have full confidence in Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr.'s ability to get this defense right very quickly. He gets to reunite with a guy named John Ridgeway, who we poached from Dallas a couple years ago. He'll probably have a bigger impact in this defense. The Alabama wall of Allen and Payne, if they're going to both be here going forward. That side of the ball, full confidence, hire whoever you like. And before Washington fans do the thing where we see guys hiring guys they know, it's okay, yo. This ain't Ron. This ain't Ron hiring golf buddies. These are defensive-minded, savvy X's and O individuals. These are guys that can scheme it up. Ain't no Commander shit happening right now. Bring Mike Adams and Jason Simmons. Bring them both down. I want a staff of dogs. They're both in their 40s as well. I like to see a nice, young, hungry coaching staff. I don't want to see no coaching staff full of boomers. I want a bunch of guys that not only can resonate with players, but can teach them and could communicate in a way that gets through to them, because I want to see my team prosper. But I just wanted to give y'all a little quick update. We got a couple interviews for the DB coach position. Cliff Kingsbury locked up. Joe Witt Jr. locked up, and they've all met and been in Ashburn together as of a couple days ago. I don't gonna lie, that video got me hyped, made the hairs on my arms stand up just watching Adam Peters walking around in the cleanest Commander's gear, black on black everything, every day. For those who hate on the black gear, you're wrong. My new GM loves it, and he looks good in it, man. Adam Peters and Cliff Kingsbury, man, my squad has never been this handsome before. I'm hyped. I'm glazing a little bit. I don't care. I'm feeling good right now. It only took about 72 hours to sell me and completely change my course on how I felt about the Dan Quinn hire. He destroyed that press conference the other day. The trio of them, especially Peters and Quinn, you can just tell the energy is matched. You can just tell the energy is reciprocated. They speak the same language, ball, football. They speak it. So they're not going to have to bicker with each other or be on different pages when it comes to personnel or players they're going to sign or any of that. What did Dan Quinn say? Here in Washington, I want to make the main thing the main thing. So I'm going to let my coordinators coordinate. He's going to let his coordinators call plays, and he's going to delegate and wear many hats on the coaching staff, but that's it. He's not going to be out here trying to be worried about the personnel. He's not going to be worried about how the draft goes. None of that. He's going to have a say, but all of that falls under Adam Peters' umbrella. Be hype. Don't let anybody tell you we've seen this before, because we haven't here. At least fans my age, 32-year-old and younger fans, you've never seen this. We have a true general manager. We have a head coach that can just be that, a head coach. And we have an owner that is not going to meddle and muck up the process, step off yachts and make draft picks, harass people, enable a building and a culture of people who harassed and disrespected women. None of that. That is all out of here. It is a new day in DC. Let's build us a coaching staff. Once that's together, let's build us a goddamn roster and let's compete. Fast, physical, explosive. The 3 words of the offseason. And our favorite phrase from now on, aligned vision. The aligned vision of Dan Quinn and Adam Peters will affect our lives in the foreseeable future for Washington Commanders football. I'm ready. Mike Adams, Jason Simmons interviewing for the DB's coach position here in Washington. Maybe they found a way to get them both on staff because there's ties to both guys. Let's put the staff together. If it ain't going to be Al Harris, it's all good. These guys seem plenty enough qualified for the position. Any updates come out, your boy will be here on the channel giving y'all an update. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Chin up, ear to ear smile, because days are becoming brighter as a Washington fan. Deuces.